Hi guys, I'm Emma. In today's video, we are going to tackle a coding problem from Leet and provide it in Python programming language. Leet is an online platform that offers a vast collection of coding problems that will help programmers enhance their skill, particularly in preparation for a job interview. So let's dive into it. Here are my steps to solve coding problem. First, I try to read and understand the instruction, find the goal, input and output. Then I try to write the code, test and evaluate the code. The problem we'll be solving today is how to convert Roman to integer number. Roman numerals are ancient number system that use combination of letters to represent number. Our task is to write a Python solution that accurately convert these Roman numerals into integer value. So the input will be string, which is Roman numerals. We will call it as S. The length of the string will start from 1 and then less than equals to 15. S contains only the character I, V, X, L, C, D, and M, and is guaranteed that it's a valid Roman numeral in the range of 1 to 3,900. It means that we don't have to validate the input, and the output will be integer. Before we start to code, we have to understand rules in Roman value. If there is a smaller symbol on the right of a symbol with a greater value, then its value gets added to the value of the greater symbol. For example, Vi, we know V as 5 and I as 1, 1 less than 5. And 1 is on the 5 right side, so 5 plus 1 equals to 6. On the diff case, if there is a smaller symbol, it's on the left of the symbol with greater value, then its value is subtracted from the value of the greater symbol. For example, IV, we know that V is 5 and I as 1, and 1 is on the 5 left side. So 5 minus 1 equals to 4. Here is the lookup table for Roman symbol, and we can look at the example. The input is I, and we read it from left to right. So I means 1, and if we have 3 I, it means 1 plus 1 plus 1, and it equals to 3. It also same with the example 2 and example 3. We also consider other rules on Roman value. For example, V, L, and D never repeated. A symbol is never repeated more than 3 times. So when I want to write 4, it's not I, but it's I and then V. V, L, and D are never put on the left of a symbol of a greater value. Example, if we want to write 45, it's not VL, but it's XLV. It's from 5 plus 15 minus 10. And we cannot repeat a symbol on the left side of symbol. Example, 98 is not IIC, but it's XCVIII. It's from 3 plus 5 plus 100 and then minus 10. So how can we convert input to output? We can check hint on the right side of the instruction. So Leet code provide hint. So the hint is we can look the string from back to front. So it's reverse. And we can use map. So here's the pseudocode of this case. First, we try to initialize a dictionary for our lookup table. And then we initialize another dictionary that called replacement to define the Roman combination and their replacement. After that, we iterate its replacement and replace it to the corresponding Roman numeral combination input string S. And then we initialize total variable as 0. It will store our converted value. And then we iterate each character. And we retrieve the value from dict_Roman and then add the retrieved value to the total. If the loop is over, then we return total as our result integer value. So as we can see, this is the code, and on line 7, we create a dictionary called dict_Roman to become our lookup table. And then on line 16, we create another dictionary called replacement to store the Roman numeral combination that need to be replaced. And we iterate over the replacement dictionary, use replace method on line 25. After that, we map each character in the modified string S to its corresponding value from Dick_Roman on the line 27. And then we iterated the value and we add its value to the total from line 30. After that, if the loop is over, we return the total as original integer value on line 33. For example, our Roman numeral is IV. First, we replace the IV to I. Then we map each character to Roman_Dick. So I will give us 1. And after that, we iterate over each value in the map value. So first iteration, the total is 0. And I give us 1. So 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. On second iteration, the total is already 1. And then I give us 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. On third iteration, the total is already 2. And then I give us 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And on fourth iteration, it also same. So the total will be 3 plus 1 equals to 4. Finally, it returns 4 as total or as a result. After we understand the code, we can evaluate it. Is there a better way to solve this case? So on this code, look at the dictionary call replacement. This code works, but I don't want to manually dividing each case for replacement. It's an inconvenient way to solve problem. So I make a change and update the pseudocode. The difference is I add new variable that called previous value to compare previous value and current value. If the current value is greater than or equal to the previous value, I will add the current value to the total. But if it's not, I will subtract the current value from the total. After that, I will update the previous value to with the current value and then return the total for the last. So here is the updated code. And then on line 17, I reverse the parameter from back to front, and I add new variable on line 19. From line 22 to line 26, it compares between current and value and previous value. So if current value is bigger or equal to previous value, it will add to the total, but if it's not, it will subtract. For example, if the input string is IV, at first the total and previous value are initialized to 0. After that, it reverses the parameter. So from IV, it will iterate from V and then I. On the first iteration, the value is 5. Since it's greater than or equal to the previous value, which is 0, so we add 5 to the total. So total will be 0 plus 5 equals to 5. On the second iteration, the value is I. I is 1. Since it is less than previous value, which the previous value is 5, we add and we subtract to the total. So total will be 5 minus 1 equals to 4. After that, the loop ends and the final value of the total is 5 minus 1, 4, which is corresponding to the correct conversion of IV is 4. I hope you found this explanation helpful. If you had any question or suggestion, feel free to let me know in the comments below.